Well, she's had a low-key couple of days playing tourist with the family, but things are about to get a little chaotic for pop superstar Pink. She's never one to do things by halves. She's breaking records with her Aussie tour, performing a whopping 20 stadium shows. And Pink joins us live backstage in Sydney. Alicia, so good to see you. You've been here a couple of days now. How's the accent?
She'll be right. Picked that up at the airport, so I feel good about that. I was told by my Australian manager today that I sound a bit Kiwi, so now I'm afraid to talk.
Yeah, that doesn't fly here. You should know that. Hey, I want to talk about
because we had a Kiwi nanny, and she always said yes. And so now I always go, yes, and so I'll stop. I'm sorry.
It's quite a craze. And I didn't mind your "she'll be all right," mate, when you first arrive at the airport. That's so Aussie. But talk about what you've signed up for, right? Because you've got 20 stadiums, 44 days on the road, 10 cities, 42 trucks, 2 jet freighters for all your gear, and more than 400 cast and crew. And it all rests with you. I mean, are you good with pressure?
Is that true? All of that information?
Yeah. You were fine
Wow.
until you knew that, weren't you?
My tour is substantial. I'm having a great time. I was worried at rehearsals that I would forget everything, and it's still in here, so we're hoping for the best. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, I love that you've also had a bit of time with the family here before the tours kicked off. You've played tourist in Sydney for a couple of days. What else do you want to do around the country? Because I know you're heading as far north as Townsville.
I've never been to Townsville, so I'm excited about that. I've already confirmed that they do have whiskey in Townsville. I've heard some pretty good whiskey bars, actually. Well, it's fun for me because Willow remembers Australia, so she has her favorite spots. Jameson does not, because he was a baby the last time. And so seeing it fresh through his eyes is really, really fun. So I'll probably do a lot of the things I've already done. I would really like to see him wrestle a baby kangaroo.
Or a croc in Townsville? Crocodile?
No, thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
But a kangaroo's fine. How do you go with the kids on the road? Is there a bedtime? Because you don't really strike me as the mum who says teeth in bed at 7 p.m.
I'm the tough parent, actually. Kerry he's got a neon sign on his forehead that says sucker. The kids go to bed at 12 midnight, but they get up at 10, and then they go to school. And then they're with me for the rest of the day because they have jobs here, and they have dance rehearsals and piano rehearsals, and they have the best musicians and dancers teaching them all of the things. So it's pretty wholesome. I'm wholesome.
Sometimes. Someone asked me earlier how you got the name Pink, and it's not something that we can share at 7 p.m.
That's not wholesome. It's not a wholesome story.
Not so wholesome. Hey, but I saw you rehearsing yesterday and with the acrobatics. I mean, do you ever wish that you'd picked a different sort of party trick that didn't involve flying through the air and singing upside down?
No, absolutely not. It's the most fun thing in the world. I turn into an 8-year-old dork, and I'm running around like a firecracker, and every time I run off the stage, I'm like, this is the most fun thing I've ever done. It's so much fun. Can we get you in a harness while we're here?
I'm just looking at pictures of what you do right now, and I'm already foreseeing what the injury is going to be. But I can't wait to see you.
I bet you could tackle an ankle hang.
Yeah. Hey,
yay, good.
How do you go then, like, you know, ahead of a show? And I know that you've already been, we sort of get you mid-tour. What are there butterflies before you go out there, and when you know that, I think there's like 900,000 people in Australia going to come and see you on this tour. What does that mean to you, and how do you feel right before you go out?
I'm stoked all the time, and I always start the show with something terrifying because, you know, what if I'm dragging that day, and then all of a sudden you're shot out of a cannon? You can't be dragging when you're shot out of a cannon. No, it's amazing. Australia's always been, honestly, it might sound like I'm, what's the kind word for bullshitting?
Sucking up?
It might, yeah, that. But Australia's always been the best audience in the entire world for me, and so I'm ready for the party to start.
I mean, you've talked before.
That was terrible. I hate that I had get the party started and I just said that. I'm ready for the party to begin.
To begin. But you have talked about that before, Australia being your second home, and this is now your 7th tour. So, I mean, tell us, when are you moving here for good?
Depends on what happens in November.
Explain.
Well, it's an election year. We'll
Oh.
see. No, honestly, the thing that's fun with our family is that Carrie has a history here too, because he did a lot of freestyle motocross stuff here, and moto's big here, and he doesn't like to go anywhere usually, but Australia is easy for him because he loves it here. So we could easily be here forever.
Okay, we can put
Everyone's so nice. We went out. Sorry, I'm a professional interrupter.
Yeah.
We went out yesterday on bikes, and my kids are used to going everywhere with me, and no one cares. And yesterday, everyone was like, "Kill it, Pink! You're gonna kill it on Friday. We're gonna see you on Saturday. How's it going, Willow? You're killing it." And Willow's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm really famous." It's fun. It's good energy.
Well, proof that we do love you. And look, just before you go too, my 4-year-old wants to know, why is Pink's favourite colour green? It's a fair question.
It's a great color. It's the color of life and nature. And yeah, it's a good color.
It's a fair, and that's a fair
But I
answer.
understand the question. I understand how that could be confusing to a 4-year-old.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big concept to get your head around. But hey, look, thank you so much for talking to us. Have the best time while you're here, and much love to your family. Thanks, Alicia.
Thank you.
And the amazing Tones and I is supporting Pink on her record-breaking Summer Carnival tour. It kicks off tomorrow night in Sydney, and there are some tickets still available. The album Trustful is out now. Isn't she terrific?